Alright guys, so today's the 16th as you saw. I have a tractor pull coming up on Sunday the 20th, so 4 days from now. So I got 1650 dual spool here. It's a 79, in case you haven't seen before or haven't heard. So I'm going to be starting to make wheelie bars for it. Kind of last minute thing, but has to be done. And then my tires, I bought brand new tires for this thing. They should be here today. If they're not already, I'll look now. I'm getting 23 by 10.5 by 12 Carlisle Ags. So here's the rims for them. And decent paint job. Nothing too crazy. Good enough for me, I'd say. Also, I started painting my milk can the other night. I'm painting it IH red. I wire brushed this whole thing down on the outside and then primed it all up. So I should probably paint that today, actually. And then yesterday is just like an update, I guess. Basically what's going on. But yesterday, as you might have seen in a previous video, over here at the boat that got destroyed pretty badly. Well, as you might have seen, that happened. I got a new one yesterday. That's why that one's not on the trailer anymore. Because the brand new one's on the trailer. Which is right here. Now, it wasn't this shiny yesterday, or smooth like it is now. Yesterday, it was all dirty and stuff. I'll attach a couple pictures if I remember at the end of the video. But it's in pretty good shape. Paid $150 for it yesterday, and it was all dirty. But I spent 3 hours last night cleaning it up. Only spot I haven't been able to get out is right here, but I haven't tried everything yet. So this one's at 83 instead of my other one being a 75. So I'm happy with that. It'll be a nice boat and to replace the other one. It's all smooth. I like that. So start figuring out these wheelie bars here. Well, I decided to paint this instead. I'm using Petroleum International Harvester Red. That helps. I got it. I don't know. I gotta think. Maybe Tractor Supply it sounds probably right. Looks pretty good. Standing, I don't really care. They never looked this perfect back in the day anyways. They're probably just black or something like that. I don't think they came in all these fancy colors. I'm not painting the inside because I don't know how to exactly do that easily. Plus I'm gonna have the lid on it all the time, so that'd be good. Looking for the steel for the wheelie bars. So between all that steel, I should definitely have enough. Let's go get the 1650 and back it up here. And just This one has the self-releasing, what do you call them, relief valves. So when it's on a hill or anything, when you shut it off, it loses pressure like instantly, and it just starts rolling. And the brakes don't work for some reason. They're internals, I have to adjust them. But alright, let's start figuring this out. Alright, so on the clasp, but you're gonna hitch the hook to on the puller sled. This goes into the rear hitch and it sits like that. It's a twisted one, so the hitch or the hook will sit straight instead of one that be like that on the side. But I want this to stand up instead of like flopping around. So I've been hunting down some washers. I finally found a couple. So I'm gonna put that stack in between it so it doesn't flop around. So I'm gonna paint all these, including that one I just dropped on the floor. So let's get a little paint station going on. Alright, so I got the 9 washers laid out, I guess. If I count them right. So, take up the primer. And use, you can see that Rust-Oleum primer, flat gray. It dries in just a few minutes if I use it. So, test shot there. Not good enough. Now I just gotta wait for that to dry, and then I'll have to flip them over and then start painting them. Alright, top one's dried. Paint the bottom, or prime the bottom. Alright, so those will dry, and then I'll get my nice chrome colored paint and we'll paint them with that. This is the stuff I'm going to be using. That stuff. Alright, I'm about to paint the washers now with my chrome paint. I probably should have like sanded them or something. As you can see, I'm gonna move the camera shot. So, see, that one is almost smooth, so that they look brand new and like that, but you got the rust and it looks like that. But whatever. You're only gonna see the edges because they're all gonna be in between there. So, just painting them for the heck of it. It's easier to paint the whole thing rather than just the edges. Right, next on the agenda is to paint these IH rail weights. There's 3 sets of them, or 6 weights. They're each 25 to 26 pounds. Because they're cast, I guess it kind of varies a little bit between the actual weights. So I'm going to use what's left of this can and start painting up. Now some of these weights, I think actually all these weights are at the PA Plow Day. If you saw that video, go check that out. If I could figure it out, I'll try to put the link in the description so you can watch it. It's a good video. It's like almost 24 minutes long, but it's a lot of cool scenes and stuff, I guess. Let's start painting these. These ones are coming out way better. I did one of my sets in the middle of winter. I painted them probably 30 degrees or so. And they came out decent. I can't remember what set they were, but the paint didn't last. It might have been those yellow ones. On to the next one. Alright, they look pretty good. So, I'm definitely going to do those two white ones there. I'm going to paint these white. I don't have any more yellow. I keep having color problems with mosaic, so I'm going to have to try to stop using them and find somebody else, because none of their colors are consistent. I went and bought 3 cans one day, and each color was the same Cub Cadet yellow, and each one was a different shade. So they had the same serial number and everything. But do time lapse for these ones, so speeds it up a little bit. So those are prime and those are prime. I'm not going to paint these ones only because I want another set of yellow weights. I'm kind of debating if I want to do a set of red weights. I'm not sure. But I'm going to leave those ones as is and just put them right at the first ones in the wheel, so you don't really see the face, and then I'll do 2 nice white faces, one for the outmost weight and one for the inner weight. And you can only do inner weights, if I find, on internal brake ones. So this has the internal brake transmission, as 1650 has the external brakes right there. Dirty back here. But those you can't put wheel weights on. It's also hard to put wheel weight bolts on. So here's one of the things that I find, that the externals don't work as well as the internal brakes. So if you're ever buying a Cub, I definitely look for ones with the internal brakes rather than external, because they're not as good for sure. Yeah, this is its new spot down here. Doesn't move much. Yeah, you gotta do a cold start in the 1650, I think. Something does not sound good in there. Take a look. Yep, got some branches and stuff jammed in there to fix that motor jack. That's not the purpose of this video. So just wanted to do a cold start, and you guys saw that. So good. Back to what we were doing before. Okay, it's time to paint wheel weights now. So let's do that. I'm using for this one Rust-Oleum. It's gloss Navajo white. The first ones I've used, and one I always go back to because I like the color shade on it. Also, another thing, it has the comfort tip on top. So instead of having this little thing that's pushed it into your finger real hard, you get a nice wide tip for your whole finger. That's another thing I like about these. Yeah, it's pretty good. Next one. you guys go. Two painted ones. So let's do those ones in time lapse. Those again too. And I think they look pretty good. See a couple little spots I missed here. Touch those up. Switch hands though. Okay. Probably didn't see that because I had the camera in the wrong spot. Is it good? So maybe eventually the tires will show up. But that's that. See another spot, a couple missed. I'll get that later. So they should almost be dry. Maybe. They'll soon be dried, put it at that. So. I'm back and I'm doing something interesting here. Left to run a bunch of errands last night. Didn't have time to finish making the video. Showing you how things went. So continuing now. So everything's dry now. Got that. Pulled the wheel weights in last night. Came out pretty good, I think. Definitely better than they were. Milk can's done. I just gotta get an IH logo for it. Washers are done. Over here. I might need to take one away to put on the hitch. I'll do that in a couple minutes. But what also showed up was the wheels last night. Have them in here. Here they are. Nice and aggressive. Good. So I got Carlisle True Powers. They're 23 10.5 12s. Made in the USA. Always good. So I'll get those mounted probably tomorrow. So I was happy to see them finally show up last night. Been waiting long enough. Well, now that the weights and tires are here, I better start getting these wheelie bars made. So I'm gonna do just like a pretty simple design, I think. Nothing crazy. So you'll see as I go along. So I'm gonna go from down here. So let's break this bolt loose. It was easy. That bolt's gonna need to be longer, I think. So, let's see if I find another one. Alright, so all was going good. I found out there's holes there, so I used a top hole up on this side. See it there? And then I went down and used the bottom. And it has a little side to side, but up it's really strong. So I went to start doing the same thing on the other side. So I got the bottom one on, which I could probably tighten up a bit. And then I went to do the top and realized there's no hole there. So I'm gonna have to drill one, but I'm like, alright, no problem. But then the fender's in the way. As you can see, it's like right here, maybe. So it has to be right over there. So I don't know what I'm supposed to take the fenders off or what. So I'm trying to figure out now. So I don't really want to take the sleeve hitch out and then find out I can't go from that way either. At least I don't think I could. Of course, all my tractors have sleeve hitches, so I can't like check them. Let me see if the 1450 has that. hole. Yeah, the 1450 has those two, and none on the other side. I have to check about the 1650 down there. Yep, that one has them too. 1, 2, and none on the other side. This one needs a lift rod. Oh boy, that's loose. Oh jeez. The center shaft pulled out. I have to fix that one day. Not right now, I don't feel like it. Well, I got it drilled. Took forever to drill, but it's finally through. Let's see if the other bars will mount up properly. Alright, so I got the other one on. They look about the same. I mean, I'm sure they're off. If you were to measure them exactly, they're probably off just a tad bit. But they're pretty strong. I mean, I could lean the whole tractor. I stand on it too, right? I'm standing on them, and they're holding them. So. I mean, on a stock kit, you're never going to get the front end to even come off the ground. You'll lose traction long before you'll get the front off, especially with the mower deck on it. So, alright, well, it's now dark. It's 9:30 almost. But here's an update of what I've done. I had a swap where I had them. I had this bottom one attached to, I don't know if you can see it, there's a bottom bolt on the transmission side thing there, and when I had them, it was running about that high off the ground. So when I had to go down a hill, it would rub on the ground. So I just put it on the 3-point hitch bracket on the bottom hole, so that gives it a nice height. And I put a piece of threaded rod between them. I have 8 of those, and they go for the dual wheels on the 125. But it's nice and strong now. And we are rolling out the door. And it doesn't sway too much. It was a lot worse before. That's heavy. So now, since I got it and figured out a good system, I'm going to put wheels on the back. I got them sort of kind of ready. Alright, so I'm going to use this tread here. So I found these two up in the rafters up there on the shelf. So I put some air in them, they're all flat. And they seem to be holding, so I'm going to use this one. And I think I'm going to take that one off. It feels decent. Put the valve cover back on, and I got to pull the cotter pin and see if I could get that wheel off. Alright, now let's see if this will come off. Get the cotter pin out. There we go. A little rusty. And seized. Boy, got a hole there. Yeah, whatever. I don't think I could. No, I want to break loose here. The front one works. It's like almost 3/4 inch, and what I'm putting on is like half. So for now, I'm gonna squeeze this one on here. And I'm gonna put that cotter pin back in. Maybe, maybe not. We're not gonna put that cotter pin in. Stick it in there. Go back out. I haven't figured out already, this thing's a log cart down by the lake for firewood on the chimney. So That's just gonna sit one-wheeled for now somewhere. Like right there. Oh, you can't even see. Okay. So, that's off. Got 2 wheels. Let's go steal some nuts off somewhere. Well, I'm gonna use these washers. I had one extra that I didn't have to fit on that hitch, so I just primed the other ones. That's all I'm gonna do is just prime them. I don't have time to wait for paint to dry tonight. Trying to get this done. Tires are getting mounted tomorrow and going on, and then along with the wheel weights, and then should be good. Also, something new is coming home Saturday. Or Saturday, what am I talking about? Sunday at the pull. I'm getting something new, and you'll see on maybe Sunday or Monday, whenever I feel like I make the video on it. And you'll see that, and there will be a video on it. If you follow my Facebook and you're on one of the Cub pages, you might have already briefly heard. I commented it somewhere, but whatever. So let's get these wheels on. I have to use a couple washers and take that side off. It's 10:30 now. I was on the phone with the friend for a while, so this is what I got so far. I'm kind of stuck, but they'll spin eventually. So I'm not sure if I like them there. Like, I think that would work, but I'm gonna tinker tomorrow. Maybe go to the hardware store and see if I can get them on the outside. Get some of the wide nuts rather than the short ones, and see if I can make something work and have them on the outside. That would be much better, I think. And then it won't interfere, because it's getting kind of low versus where the where the chain's gonna be attached. So I'll see. Otherwise, if I can't figure that out on the outside, I'll just take them off probably. With a stock hitch down there, there's no way you're gonna get the front end off the ground. You'll lose traction long before you'll get the front off the ground. Sure. Also, I cleaned the hood. May not look like it, but it kind of had a lot of dirt and stuff on it. And then I started cleaning under there. It's much better than it was. It was like that, the whole hood, all dark and cloudy and stuff and whatever. So was a tank. I kind of gave everything a quick wipe down, but it's looking good. Put the lights on for you. Here's some of those pretty bright ones. Headlights. So I'm gonna get those tires mounted on in the morning, and then mounted, and then I'll put wheel weights on. I'm gonna put one set on the inside of each tire and then 2 on the outside, and I think that's it. So thanks for hanging in the past 2 days and watching this. So I guess I'll catch the next video, which will probably be tomorrow, and then you'll see my new addition, whatever that might be, on Sunday or Monday, whatever I choose. So thanks, and we'll catch you next time.